AT&T logo? That is the AT&T logo. Timmy Ping says Lumpy McBumpkin 18. Timmy Ping, that's a good name, Timmy Ping. Maybe I should change my name to Timmy Ping. Hi, Charlie. Hello, Diane. Is that the building as earlier, Dean? Yeah, probably. Has anyone been down here? I mean, where's Castillo and fucking Tony? You know what I mean? Where are they at? Hello, Cookie Bear. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Bree. Hello, Karen. Hello, Charlie. This is on Alondro. This is down on Vermont and Alondro. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Wow, Irish. Exactly. Psychic Jim. Jim, are you an actual psychic? What's up, Barnstormer? Yeah, Gardena. Hello, Rosemary. I can tell you guys, I can report on this. Usually I can't report on this. Today I can report on it. I'm not going to stay here long because I'm breathing in battery dust. But I see the police and firefighters aren't wearing masks right next to me, so I figure if they thought it was dangerous, they'd be masked up. They have stopped fighting this fire, you guys. So let me report what's going on like a professional. Let me be like Tony, very professional. Tony's very professional. They have stopped fighting the fire. You guys see the ladder truck there with the ladder up? You see nobody up there spraying water on this? They have literally backed off this fire, and now they're just protecting buildings around the building because it's dangerous. It is full of explosions and batteries inside. So they're letting it burn. So they're just letting, it's an AT&T building. Power outages are all around the area. The street lights are out. Stoplights are out. There is no AT&T service for a lot of people. See, there's a lot more action even down here with the medics. A lot of medics. A lot of firefighters. There's multiple fires going on right now in the city. You guys, I'm on my way to the Pacific Palisades and LAX area. I'm on my way from LAX to Pacific Palisades, basically. I just wanted to stop and ask if this fire, did anyone see Gavin Newsom fleeing the scene? Did anyone catch Gavin Newsom fleeing the scene of this fire? Because I'm not going to let up on my trolling. I'm going to be devil's advocate troll for all the anti-Gavin Newsom people. Have we determined that this fire is Gavin Newsom's fault yet? Anybody? Did Gavin Newsom's wife come steal all the money out of the AT&T building before Gavin set it on fire this morning? Oh, shit. Anybody? He was fleeing on a one-wheel. It's funny, Dean. Gavin Newsom was fleeing the scene on a one-wheel as his wife was fleeing the other direction on a Lime scooter with a bag of cash in a brown bag. I can't believe Gavin Newsom let this AT&T building burn. How dare him? The state of California is bigger than 21 other states combined. How dare him not be able to control a fire in the southern part of the state where he's not even located because our capital is in Sacramento. Yolanda, I hope you're getting the joke. I hope it's not going over your head. Hi, my Kelsey. I put the text size bigger on my phone, but now it's not working. I on the YouTube, like a couple days, I put the text higher and bigger size, and it was working on YouTube, but now it's not. Now it's not. There are more fire trucks than I've seen in one place since the Palisades fire here, you guys. Like if I do a little pan around, see if we can take a look. I'm seeing all the way down the block. You can't really see it. But I mean, I haven't seen this many fire trucks. And then around the building. But I'll tell you what, man. There's a drone right in front of me. Oh, that's the fire department drone. Cool. I was just about to say somebody's going to be in trouble, but no, they're not. That's the fire department keeping an eye on it. I saw Castillo watching their monitor the other day. They're just using a regular old DJI drone. That's pretty cool. Let me talk to this guy. I like their little landing pad. I need to get me one of those little landing pads for my drone. Hello, Kubi. Hello, Jay. They're going to be here for a while because they have to let it burn. Hello, Cora. Oh, he just took it up. Renee, this maggots don't get my humor. I know. I don't know. I hope they do. I wish they would. Hello, Hannah. Gavin Newsom and his wife both committed fraud. E.T. What fraud are you speaking of? Because I did a deep dive on it this morning after that one lady was talking to me. It's funny because that money from fire, you guys, was appropriated to a bunch of non-governmental, non-profit organizations. One specifically, I can't remember the name of it, but I haven't heard a single person who blames Gavin Newsom and his wife point or single out or mention a single nonprofit organization who would be responsible for the theft and the fraud. But I haven't heard a single person who just says, oh, Gavin Newsom and his wife. I haven't heard a single person say, oh, but this nonprofit has the money. There is a single nonprofit that actually has that fire aid money. I'm sure their CEO makes $1 million a year. But can we go after the nonprofit, the non-governmental, grifting nonprofit organizations who are actually stealing the money? I mean, that would help if we would target the actual thieves instead of just repeating talking points that are absolutely wrong. Anyway, we're in Gardena and we're at Vermont and Alondro trying to find out which way Gavin Newsom escaped after he lit this AT&T building on fire. And his wife went out the back door with a bag of cash. So we're trying to find Gavin Newsom and his wife after they burned down this AT&T building in Gardena. We don't want them to get away with it. Let me tell you guys who the grifters are. Non-profit organizations that are non-governmental related. They are independent non-profit organizations. Usually the CEO, not to make it look too bad, they usually take, $700,000 a year salaries. I've seen some as low as $400,000 a year. That's a hell of a salary, by the way, to run a non-profit. To be a CEO of a nonprofit organization and pay yourself $400,000 to $700,000 a year is absolutely absurd. What do people in Congress make? 180 grand a year or something? But these are, ask Lizzie about Clover King. These grifters are absolutely the people who are stealing the money. That's who's stealing the money. And they're stealing it in a slick way. Where that smoke is really dry. I could smell this smoke, you guys, all the way over at the ocean. Yeah, this is California's population. We're actually bigger than 21 states. Yes, Kelsey. So anyway, we just stopped by this fire to see if we could see which way Gavin Newsom got away. I heard the rumor on the street is he took off on horseback in a Paul Revere costume. So apparently Gavin Newsom is headed north on the 110 on a Clydesdale horse dressed up as Paul Revere. And they're saying he did that to distract from the fact that his wife is southbound on Vermont in an Uber dressed up as Princess Diana. And she has the bag of cash that she found in one of the lockers here at the AT&T building. You guys, hey, Republicans, can you get out there and post some videos about that? That'd be awesome. Apparently Trump has already ordered ICE to block Gavin Newsom's wife because I think she's headed south on Vermont to Tijuana. She's going to hide the money. I heard she's going to bury it in the sand just south of San Diego and Tijuana. So they've deployed ICE to block her. I'm going to be honest with you guys, though. This smoke is really toxic, and I got to stop doing this toxic shit. I am going to go around to the other side and see if there's anything worth looking at. I doubt there is. I mean, unless you guys just like looking at fire trucks. I'm gonna not stand in toxic battery smoke, and I'm gonna head to my original destination, which is, let's see if we can go have a conversation with Spencer Pratt. So I'm going to Spencer Pratt's neighborhood. I'm not gonna say I'm going to his house because that sounds weird, but I am going to his house. But let's just go see if we can go live with Spencer and just stand around, and I'll blame Gavin Newsom with him, but I'll do it satirically while he does it seriously. And we'll just see how that goes. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be interesting. Also, I will circle this building because I'm downwind. So I'm just eating this toxic smoke. I'm downwind of it. It's coming right at my face. I could smell the batteries 10 miles west of me at the ocean earlier. Oh, but the guys are going up the ladder. So it's pretty serious. I'd be pissed if I lived right next to it and they were just letting the batteries burn. I'd be pissed. But again, this isn't the yes, Gavin Newsom had an N95 mask on. He's dressed as Paul Revere, wearing an N95 mask on a Clydesdale horse, northbound on the 110. And the reason he's taking the freeway is because he's trying to distract attention from his wife, who is escaping southbound with an determined amount of cash in a brown paper bag. It looks like the brown paper bag that Diddy gave that bodyguard that had like 100 grand cash in it. It looks like the same bag. She has it in the little basket on the electrical Lime scooter bike. It has a little grocery basket. The brown bag is in the basket. And she's dressed up as Princess Di. I don't know why she did that. That's a weird costume. She's dressed up as Princess Diana, and she's headed to bury the money in the beach just south of San Diego, just across. You know how the border fence goes out into the water a little? I heard she has a one-piece swimsuit on underneath. She's gonna swim around the wall and then bury the money in a pre-dug hole. She already has the hole dug. It's actually a sandcastle, a really big sandcastle, and then when you go in the middle of it, the hole's already been buried. And then she's just gonna push the sandcastle into the hole. And then they're gonna come back later and get the money. I heard they're gonna send Cousin Eddie to get the money. You know Cousin Eddie in Vegas Vacation, you know how he buried his money all over the Nevada desert? And he had to dig it up when Chevy Chase lost everything. You guys remember that, right? So they're gonna send Cousin Eddie to dig the money up, and then he'll secretly transport it through the underground celebrity tunnels all back to Sacramento. So he will travel through, because he used to be a big celebrity, Randy Quaid, but now he's like a MAGA grifting weirdo who lost everything, living in the East Coast somewhere. He lost his mind. He's gonna go down in those celebrity tunnels where the celebrities have like secret Starbucks and shit, and they travel. He'll probably stop at Diddy's house in the Playboy Mansion, you know what I mean? Have a little fun, and then continue in these secret underground tunnels that apparently exist all over the country. You know what I mean? That's the story. This is the word on the street. I'm just passing the information along. I was told this by one of the undercover firefighters. I'm just passing the information along. Terry says, "What is this about, dude? You're babbling." Terry, first of all, you need to follow the page if you're going to run your mouth. Number two, I'm giving you the information that you want, Terry. Terry, do you not want to know what's going on? Do you need me to repeat the story, Terry? Gavin Newsom just lit this AT&T building on fire, allegedly, with a book of matches. He escaped on a Clydesdale horse dressed as Paul Revere in an N95 mask northbound on the 110 freeway. Terry, clean out your ears. He did that as a distraction because his wife came out the back on a Lime scooter with one of those little grocery baskets, and she's got a bag of cash in a brown crumpled up paper bag in the basket. And she's headed southbound on Vermont. She's staying off the freeway to be discreet. She's taking residential streets. She's gonna swim around the extended part of the wall between Tijuana and San Diego and bury the money in a hole that Randy Quaid dug and surrounded with a sandcastle. Randy Quaid is then gonna let everything cool down. Then he's gonna take the money. He's gonna go into one of those underground tunnels that the cartel have, which connects to the secret celebrity tunnels that run all over the place with like secret Starbucks and shit. And then he's gonna transport the money back to Sacramento in the underground tunnel. And I heard he's gonna stop by El Chapo's cell and give him some, I guess he owes him money. This is just what I'm hearing. I'm not fucking making shit up. This is what I'm hearing. I'm at the scene of the fire, and this is what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? There's no way there's not. Come on, guys. Right? Everybody, we know that slicked hair back. Anybody who puts grease in their hair like that and talks with their hands like this and then puts pauses in their statements like this, like Gavin Newsom, has to be responsible for this fire. You know what I'm saying? Come on, people. You know what I mean? There couldn't be an actual cause for this fire. You know what I mean? It's gotta be Gavin Newsom. It's gotta be. You know what I mean? He forgot to turn the water on. Word on the street is he was shutting the water main off before he did this, so they wouldn't have water. This is why they're not fighting the fire, you guys. He cut the water off to the neighborhood. He went into a secret room with the DWP guy and they closed the water off. That's why you don't see any water being shot off that ladder, because Gavin Newsom shut the water off. Uh, anyway, it's been fun, guys. It's been fun. I'm going to go around to the other side. I don't think there's anything really to see. They're just letting it burn out, you guys, basically. Let's give you guys some real information. They're just letting it burn out. That's what's happening. They keep flying a drone over to see when it's safe. It's just a dopey fire. You know, it's not a big deal. We know Gavin Newsom's, he's running around the state. That's what Gavin Newsom does. He just runs around the state lighting fires. He's busy right now. He's somewhere up in the Tehachapi area, asking somebody if he can get a gallon of gas for his next fire. You know what I'm saying? So keep your eyes open in Tehachapi. I think he's up in Tehachapi right now. I dated a girl from Tehachapi. Crazy. Craziest girl I ever met. She's from Tehachapi. I think there's something going on in the mountains at Tehachapi. No, what are you talking about? I'm not going to repeat the story. Okay? Tehachapi. Is that how you say Tehachapi? Trump and JD on the way to put the fire out? All right. Can't wait for our hero, Donald Trump, to come put this fire out. Is he bringing his fire dog? Oh, wait, he doesn't have a dog. Is he bringing Christy Gnomes? Oh, wait, she shoots dogs. Oh, shit. Does JD Vance have a dog? Oh, shit. You know what? I just want to say in a non-political way, I'm glad that I'll never be labeled as a sellout politically ever. In my life, during my life, or after my life. You will never be able to attach me. I'm not going to continue because I said I wouldn't talk politics. And we do welcome all politics. We do welcome all of you. We welcome all of your opinions. I mean, occasionally we might block you, but go ahead, say what you want. Trump is demanding $1 billion to put out the fire. Shit. Think he'll take 100 million? Maybe he'll take 100 million. Isn't he demanding 1 billion from UCLA right now? I work for a lot of people who are very big philanthropists, and they work out of UCLA. And boy, I can't tell you who they are, and I can't tell you what they said, but oh my God, they are not happy. I'll tell you, I can tell you this. God, I want to say the name of the people so bad. Their mother, their late mother, who passed away, I don't know, about 10 years ago, was one of the greatest philanthropists of our time and did nothing with her wealth except help people. And these are the beautiful people that we need in the top 1%. See, most of the 1% are like Donald Trump. They're really not interested in helping anyone with their money, right? I mean, they want to give themselves a tax cut and then give you a $12 a year tax cut to make you think you're getting something. But the real philanthropists just give their money away. And this woman was from the state of Iowa, and that's why I'm proud of her. She's one of the greatest philanthropists of our time, of the last 80 years. And I can't say her name. Maybe someday I'll say her name, but she was from Iowa, and that's how Iowans operate. And God bless her soul, rest in peace. And her children are beautiful people, frugal, wealthy, beautiful people. See, the cool thing about like going into wealthy neighborhoods to make your money is, and not being a sellout and like not entertaining bad people, is I get to make a choice. I get to choose who I work for, right? So if somebody even breathes a hint of being an asshole or condescending or talking down to me from a class perspective, Not only do I not work for them, but I give them the business. And I've given so many piece of shit wealthy people the business. I wish I could tell the stories on TikTok. Maybe I'll go on YouTube and tell the stories. But I've told so many people to shove their cash right up their bunghole. It's so liberating. You know, when we first moved here, me and my friend Travis, we called ourselves the Hollywood Liberators. Because what we would do is we would liberate rich, toxic people. Because that's the problem in our country. Capitalism is destroying our country, but even worse are the rich, toxic people who think they can buy you, take advantage of you. Where the fire in Hollywood is, I can notify the Citizen app. But there's a fire on Adams in Vermont. This fire is on Vermont and Landro. We're literally on Vermont and 161st Street. There are firefighters on the roof now. They are back on the roof, so they're going to start fighting the fire again. This is Vermont and Alondra. This is way down in the city, you guys. We're basically in North Torrance at this point. I just shot over from like the beach near LAX, where I did do a little bit of plane watching by myself. Sometimes I need to be alone, you know? So I ate my donuts and drank my coffee and watched a few birds land. A few 200 million pound birds, that is. And I saw this fire on Citizens app and I thought, you know what, let's go see what it looks like. So I just shot over here to check it out. But you know what? Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I will, Hummingbird is really great. I'm actually going to go back over there, but I also have to go. I was just going to go over to Spencer Pratt's house and see if he wants to have a cup of coffee. Maybe he wants to drink a cerveza with me and we'll pound sand together. I'd like to hash it out. You know, I'd love to interview him. You know, I'd love to interview him. No one drives to Gardena unless there's a good reason. Rich, from your mouth to God's ears. I'm not going to repeat that because I am standing in Gardena and they might come out and attack me. But you're absolutely right. Nobody drives to Gardena unless you got a damn good reason. All right, I can tell they're putting more water on it because it's getting super toxic, guys. Ooh, I gotta get out of here. This is way too toxic. Ugh. But you can subscribe to the YouTube. I'll be back. I'm gonna go around the side of the building, YouTube. Maybe get a different perspective. Oh my God, I gotta